I live my life a quarter mile at a time.
And welcome back, guys. Welcome back to another episode of Quarter Mile Podcast. I am one of your lovely hosts, CJ Walton, joined with the esteemed, the just got his new fresh do, so he looking good out here for the ladies.
What up,
Drew.
ladies? Just out here on the Quarter Mile Podcast, looking hot, thirst trapping it with my.
I'm loving the thirst trap look. The only thing you missing is your pose. I'm loving your thirst trap look.
Poles. I don't have.
Well, your pose.
Oh, my pose.
Yeah,
I was like, no, I don't have any poles. But then I was like,
you got to get your thirst trap pose on. And we are joined by someone that's awesome. My funny Maddie.
one of the most amazing humans on earth, probably.
Maddie. Give it up. Give it up. Give it up. Give it up. Yes. Welcome.
Hey, I just want to say I was not prepared for Drew to look this sexy.
I can't help. Try to contain. Try to control yourself.
I was not prepared.
Let me tell you, a $20 Great Clips haircut, man, it'll change you.
Do they wash your hair there too?
No.
They don't give you like a little temple massage?
Right, that little.
No, I've never asked for a temple massage. Maybe they would if I asked.
I was like,
That's
you need
extra in the back.
I was like, you need a good temple, a good deep, good conditioner. Yes.
I have not. I have friends that have the whole barber shop experience, or the ones where you get your foot massaged and all that stuff.
And all that.
I've never. I'm just just go get
No. As a man, I think I should treat you because you deserve to be pampered every once in a while.
Oh, well, thank you.
You're my good friend.
How often do you go to foot massage parlors?
I've never been to a foot massage parlor.
Now, come on, now your feet are connected to your heart.
So here's the thing. We'll eventually get to talking about Jumanji,
No, because
which is why you all.
This is why we're talking about Jumanji, because he would not survive in Jumanji right now.
Not even a little bit. My skills would be. I would have allergies and
way too pampered.
Yeah, I would, and I'd want a snack.
And speaking of survive, did you say snack?
Yeah, I'd be hungry. As I was there, I'd be like, "When's my next meal?"
Speaking of meal, you looking like a little snack over here. You looking real good. You know what I'm saying?
I tried to bring out my best Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson.
Yeah, I love it.
This is great.
I've been working on my
Bravestone cosplay here.
You've been working on your what?
My smoldering intensity. Let's see. Have you guys been? That was the first thing I noticed about the movie. Was how can I work on my smoldering intensity in life?
And for those of you who don't know, the reason she's saying smolder intensity and the reason he's talking about his allergies is because we just got through watching one of my favorite movies of all time, Jumanji. I don't know why I have to do that.
Now, here's the big question. Did you watch the Robin Williams one or the Rock one?
No, I've watched the Robin Williams one. I watched the Rock one.
Which one we were supposed to watch?
We were supposed to watch the Rock one, but it wouldn't be abnormal in this podcast for us to show up watching two different movies.
That's true.
And that would have been a fun little thing if that happened again.
And that's okay because they were two perfectly executed movies.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I love it. Before we get into that, should we get to know our new guest?
I would love to. Please, Maddie, tell us about yourself and tell us where you came from.
Oh,
and
Lord
also, wait, I need to know what is your affiliation with either the Fast and the Furious or what is your affiliation with Jumanji?
Hello, I'm Madeline Medlin, as she graciously described. I'm a local comedian. I moved here from North Carolina originally.
Cool.
Theater kid growing up. Shout out theater kids. Don't give up. It gets worse.
Don't.
That's the spirit. That's just what you need to hear.
There's always something to regret later, I promise. So I moved to Nashville about a year ago and started getting into the comedy scene last December. It's been going really well. Made some great friends.
Yeah.
These sexy folks over here. And my relationship with Fast and Furious. Is that the movie with the cars?
That is a movie with cars. Yes,
not Mater, not Mater.
Yeah, not to be confused with Lightning McQueen.
Cars,
not Lightning McQueen.
Okay.
Yeah.
No, I have seen one. I've seen one.
The first one, or just like a random 1 out of 10?
Was one of them.
Okay, fair enough.
She said it was one of them.
It was one.
There are a lot.
So many. How many are there? You guys know how many there are, right?
Yeah.
There's a lot.
Yeah, there's 10 regular ones. There's 2 pre-movies. There's 1 spinoff. There's a 3-season Netflix series. There's a video game, and there's a board game.
And a cartoon.
They got more Fast and Furious movies than I got marriages, and that's saying
that's okay.
How many marriages?
Enough.
Okay.
Enough to know never to do it again. We'll say that.
That's the spirit.
Third time's a charm, you know. The other guy that I was interested in the Fast and Furious movies is Paul Walker. Is he available?
In heaven. In heaven.
He's kind of what we call dead.
In heaven.
But you know what? Maybe.
So there's a chance.
Maybe there's
a chance there.
In the next
third
life.
marriages in heaven is where it's at.
You're gonna have to get in line. Because Paul was quite.
I don't know. Maybe in heaven. Multiple marriages is a thing. Who knows?
Maybe.
You never know. We'll find out when we get there.
There we go. Speaking of heaven, what about your relationship with Jumanji?
Ooh.
Jumanji. I will say I'm definitely a big Robin Williams fan. So most of my experience was with the first one. And that's one of those movies you watch with your folks, when you're growing up. Because they say it has good life lessons. This new one, I will say, did not have any life lessons.
No.
There probably were some in there, and I guess we can dive into that later. But yeah, it definitely was vastly different. But growing up, I grew up in a very conservative household, so my parents had to screen every movie that I watched growing up. And so this one made the cut. I will say...
This one with The Rock, or
the old one. This new
was
one
growing up in 2017.
They mentioned some male appendages in there
so quickly, so early on in this movie.
fast. Like, is this?
I was very happy about that.
Right? Like, it was you're watching it and you're like, this is a kid's movie, but then you're like, but wait a minute. About 20 minutes in, they had a really long, funny but long dick joke. That's what she said. Okay,
a whole scene.
Yeah,
an entire scene devoted.
I was okay with that.
It was good. But it was funny because you're like, this is a kid's movie.
Relatable.
Well,
I loved it.
Here's the thing about this movie is if you pretend it's not a Jumanji movie, I didn't mind it.
Really?
Yeah, if it's just like Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson, number 7 in a jungle movie.
Yeah, and I guess now I'm more in the universe after watching the second one. I've been fully engrossed, so now I am more okay calling this Jumanji, but I felt like it was so different than the first one that part of my...
From Robin Williams?
Yeah, from the Robin Williams. Part of my problem was I went in expecting something like the first one, and what I got was 137% different. And then about midway into the movie, I kind of dropped the pretense of like, oh, this is going to be a similar movie, and I didn't mind it after that.
So what would you call this movie if you wouldn't call it Jumanji?
I still like the... I think they should just let Welcome to the Jungle and Guns N' Roses... the soundtrack.
The second one was called,
No, this one was
Welcome to the Jungle. The second one was
The Next Level.
The Next Level.
Yeah.
Oh.
But whenever they started playing Welcome to the Jungle, I cared a little bit more.
You know me, I love a good Easter egg in a movie.
Mm-hmm.
Love a good Easter egg. And this movie had 1,001 Easter eggs compared to the original with the late great, the incomparable, beautiful Robin Williams. So, I mean, just...
Yeah, I forget how amazing Robin Williams was as an actor when you think about all the different roles he had and all.
He was amazing as a being.
I mean, I have to agree with that, and I'm glad we did give him his flowers while he was here.
Yeah,
I am so glad. But people remember he wasn't just a great actor. He was also a fucking great comic too.
He was
absolutely, yeah.
He was a great comic.
Absolutely, yeah.
And in Jumanji, he really did embody the role. I wanted to get into some little callbacks about that. Like when you said like comparing it, because a lot of people did go in wanting to compare the Jumanji to this Jumanji.
Mm-hmm.
And of course, you're going to want to do that, you know. So Nick Jonas's Treehouse was billed by Alan Parrish, the Robin Williams in the 1995 original. And the Elephant Game piece reappears briefly.
Okay, yeah.
So,
well, and wasn't each of the big statues or whatever in the island a Jumanji piece?
Yes. Every big statue was a Jumanji piece. The writers wanted to make something entirely new. After Chris Van Allsburg direct sequel, Zahara had already been applauded in the film in 2005. Jumanji, for those who didn't know, actually began as a 1981 children's book. The huge success of the original 1995 set the stage for the sequels.
Huh.
I probably wouldn't have been allowed to read it.
I don't think I read it, but I remember it being a book. The first one used to kind of freak me out a little bit. Like,
and I think that's
the idea of that happening always kind of was in the back of my head. I was like, oh.
I think that's why they made it into a movie, because as a book, because your imagination is going to run wild, and so the literal depictions in the book, I remember that. It's like, holy fucking shit. Like, but it's still a great book. It said by 2010s, rebooting as a video game adventure left the story tapped into a whole new generation and made sure it wasn't a simple rehash of the board game classic.
Right. And why wasn't the board game banned? I feel like it should have been.
I mean, if they can't ban Ouija boards, then they can't ban Jumanji.
That's what I'm saying. We're out here like banning books about like a superhero in underwear or something, but we can't ban a game that like might endanger your child.
No, I don't know. I don't even know why this. Yeah, I don't even know why the stuff that gets banned is banned. Actually, 9 times out of 10, when something gets banned, that puts it on my radar to read. I'm like,
absolutely.
Right. Like, let me put that on my list. Kindle now.
Right, yeah.
Yes.
Absolutely. The game board is a physical layout, and the path inside the Jumanji world is the same as the original game. Near the film's end, and the camera zooms out to show the jungle shaped like an old board.
And also Jack Black.
Oh, baby. Baby.
Still one of my favorites.
Baby. I think the best thing about that movie was, and I'm not knocking my girl was ridiculous in this movie, but the fact that they had the forethought to put The Rock, Kevin Hart, and Jack Black all in one movie.
Absolutely. And they were acting like other people. That was that's the fun part of the movie. Both these movies is like, you are watching The Rock, but you're watching The Rock
as a teenager.
The Rock act like himself, like he's not acting like himself because he doesn't know he's himself.
Like that's probably the best thing about this movie is the fucking fact that he is a bitch.
Yeah.
And doesn't he's a little bitch, but he doesn't, but he's like the smartest and he's just it's nothing bad about this movie. I don't care.
Uncontrollably confident.
Right. He's in the body of the stereotypical hero of a movie like this, but his personality is not the stereotypical hero, and he's figuring it out as he goes. But I mean, Jack Black as the high school girl was the
typecast.
I mean, and I apologize if this is one of the facts that you have, but like to get ready for that role, he whoever the girl was who played the actual high school Brittany or Bethany, right? Yeah,
Bethany. That's the same thing.
He just like sat down with her and was like, "Tell me everything about you. Tell me about your day. Tell me about your things."
Do you really?
Like he did extensive research on Bethany the person and learned how she talked and learned and then that's what he did and to be in the role was he took it really seriously.
No, those weren't on some of my fun facts. One was Dwayne Johnson's character designs pays homage to Indiana Jones and Han Solo. Especially in his belt and gear.
Yeah, that I didn't notice that, but you're right. Yeah,
he's a huge Harrison Ford fan, so the props reflected that. The video game logic extends beyond the script. The unsubtle PlayStation and Sony product placements. If anybody noticed that, it was a lot of Sony and PlayStation.
They were playing Street Fighter V at the beginning of the game. Movie.
Exactly. Reminding viewers that Sony was made the film. Subtle and details. Alex's nickname, Jefferson Seaplane McDonough, is a sly nod to McDonough, referencing the actor who played Alan Parrish's father in the original.
Huh.
Here's something else fun. The boombox dance fight is a tongue-in-cheek nod to both the video game and power-ups and the more whimsical tone of the first film.
I need to go back and rewatch the first film, but
it's so many.
We'll record this podcast another time when we go.
Right, we'll go back and watch the first.
When we know what we're talking about.
Let's get into the movie facts about this. So it was, of course, made in, and here's another one, a December movie. Like you said, this is a family. This came out in December as well, in 2017. In Paris, your release date was December 20th. Budget, $90 million. How much do you think it did worldwide? It was budgeted at $90 million. How much do you think it brought in?
I'm gonna go 300 mil. What do you think?
Really?
I'm gonna say it did real well.
I was gonna guess low.
Okay, guess low.
I was gonna think that it flopped. Did it flop? I was gonna go 100 mil.
You both were way wrong.
We suck.
I'm so excited to tell you that it earned a massive $962.5 million worldwide, making it Sony's highest grossing film domestically until Spider-Man.
You're kidding.
Why did this?
No way.
Why did this movie do so well?
Because of smoldering intensity.
It was because of smoldering intensity.
100%.
The home media for the home buyers that were at home sold 3.4 million units and made $65 million from the home video.
Huh. I mean, like, it was an okay movie, but like $900 million worth of
962.
That could like buy groceries.
Yes, that could buy a lot of groceries.
You could buy groceries with that money.
You can. So we had Dwayne Johnson as Dr. Xander Smolder Bravestone. We had Kevin Hart, Franklin Mouse Finbar, Jack Black, Professor Sheldon or Shelley Oberon, Kelly Gillan, oh, she's so cute, Ruby Roundhouse, Nick Jonas, Jefferson Seaplane McDonough. It was directed by Jay Kasdan, screenwriters Scott Rosenberg, Jeff Pinkter, Chris McKenna, Eric Summers, and trivia you might not know, the movie shifted from Jumanji board game to video game, a nod to changing times, but also draw in modern audience.
That makes sense, and that we've talked about movies that do that in other situations. Like more recently, when we were talking about Twisters, we were talking about how they were appealing to a Gen Z audience. So there's a lot more social media and stuff like that, and so like that is a smart thing when movies are remaking, when they're thinking like, what are things that exist now that didn't exist then? So making it a video game and making it more like. I mean, even right at the beginning, the girl was the social media influencer or whatever. Like those are things that. You wouldn't have done the first Jumanji.
And you can definitely see in the beginning, like the very first opening scene where the dad finds the game on the beach, right? Mm-hmm. And he's like, oh my God, you should totally like be invested in this because this is a thing I was invested in when I was a kid. And I was just invested in like the dad and this bottom half of him. I was just like, can we see more of the saga of the dad running on the beach? Can we just see more of that?
I think the only part that I didn't like is when the girl told the teacher, like, I don't need to spend my time doing physical education.
Right.
I was like, bitch, hey, hold on now. You can't talk to a teacher like that. I went really teacher for
Yeah, you're like, what a rude kid.
I was so pissed with her.
I thought that was Michelle Pfeiffer like this whole time. The gym teacher, like the P.
Oh yeah.
No, she's like girl.
My version of like Michelle Pfeiffer.
No, but now she has such. I can't remember her name right now, but she has. Let me go look it up.
It's Millie.
Millie. Yes.
Yes. Millie Pyle.
Millie Pyle.
Sure.
Something like that.
Yeah, she was. I didn't even know. Is she someone? I didn't even.
Yes, she is. She's a comedian.
I watched this blessed movie 3 times.
She's actually,
and I thought it was Michelle Pfeiffer the whole time.
She actually is a comedian.
She's great.
Anytime she is in anything, my eye always focuses on her. She's really good.
Beautiful.
She's really good.
That scene with her acting out in class was actually pretty good to show you the character of that girl because. What was interesting about her character was she wasn't like the stereotypical mean girl, like popular mean girl. She was just like you could see in the class she finished her assignment early, showing that she was like smarter than the other kids, and then you could see that she was like self-absorbed with like what she was saying to the teacher. But then you saw there was never a scene in the movie where she was like the stereotypical, like she was never catty to the other girl. Mm-hmm. In fact, she was very empowering to her once they were in Jumanji.
Teaching her how to flirt.
Right, yeah. Well,
right.
Yeah,
I just found out as I'm going through the cast list that one of my college, somebody I went to college was in this movie.
Stop. Who was it?
Her name is Tracy Bonner. She plays Fridge's mom.
Oh, look at that.
Okay, but the moms were given some hardcore advice, though.
Yeah, the moms were killing it.
They were.
That was Tracy Bonner. Shout out to Tracy Bonner, graduated from Tennessee State University.
Yeah, get it, Tracy.
Another theater person.
That's cool. If she wants
Missy Pyle.
Mm-hmm.
Missy Pyle.
She gave the advice.
Coach Webb. That's her name.
You should eat something.
Yeah.
she told her son to eat something, and that's something that we need to remember.
Oh, no wonder I like Missy. She grew up in Memphis.
Well, there you go.
That makes sense.
All good
a
things
whole
come from
lot.
Memphis.
That explains a whole lot about her attitude.
I feel like Memphis should sponsor our podcast because we talk a lot positively about Memphis.
I mean,
Memphis, get on this before it gets huge.
And here it is too. When that's old Missy. She's funny.
You're right though about it was nice to see, and this being usually the trend with newer movies is the parents are kind of the dumb ones.
They suck.
But this one, in all the roles the parents have been, they weren't like clueless, but they were giving good advice. They weren't, granted, all their kids got abducted by a video game, but who could see that coming?
That's true. And the kids were still kind of jerks to their parents.
Yeah. And that was what I'm going to say. Yeah, let's talk about that because they were assholes.
Yeah, no, they were. And I grew up in a world where I wasn't allowed to watch Rugrats because the kids were disrespectful to their parents. And Arthur, like even on, PBS, I wasn't allowed.
Disrespectful?
No, but DW was.
Oh, okay.
His sister was she was a little sassy, So I wasn't allowed to watch that growing up because, we don't want to show that it's cool to be disrespectful to your parents.
So this movie might have not made the cut for
Probably not. But then I felt kind of bad because I was watching it and I'm like, I can't let my son watch this. he might be disrespectful to his parent, i.e. me. But it was weird because in the scene where the Bethany girl was kind of like talking back to the teacher, as a mom, I was like, you need to go to your room.
Yeah.
As a woman, as a strong, independent, single mom, I was like, you're right. You can take that phone call if you want to. So it was very split down the middle for me where I understood where she was coming from. Like, I'm done with my stuff. But
meanwhile, CJ was like, I would murder her if she did that in my class.
I wish she would have. I wish
I can imagine.
I wish she would have. So I'm going to go ahead and get to this this summary.
Yes.
Let's talk about this. And I'm going to do it in the style of one of my favorite comics, Kevin Hart. So let's see if I can nail him. Let's see. All right. Hold up. First of all, Jumanji. Okay, so let's be real. Ain't nobody in life, it just ain't that bored, okay? It ain't no way you gonna walk into a school basement, sing a jungle drum, playing video game from 1996 and say, just touch that real quick, okay? See, y'all deserve every single hippo bite coming to you. Because if that was me, okay, credits would have rolled within the first minutes like Kevin Hart. Out, done. All right. So now explain this to me why my character's superpowers are always carrying a backpack and not knowing what a hippopotamus eats. Meanwhile, the Rock is over here built like a brick house, punching hyenas and allergic to nothing except emotional vulnerability. I eat one slice of cake, people, okay? And Jumanji kills me off like it's a food allergy. PSA, how's that feel? What the little Debbie Sack demon coded game is this? All right, so look, the movie's plot. Man, this thing is like that makes less sense than the GPS in the corn maze. Okay, so you have 3 lives, but one is wasted because someone can't tell a mango from a minefield. So we got Jack Black playing a teenage girl, and honestly, he did the best job. But if I have to hear him say, oh my God, these are my boobs, one more time, I'm going to throw myself at the rhinos on purpose. Right? Don't even get me started on the video game logic. You can't climb a ladder, but you can climb out of an avalanche in khaki shorts. Please. The animal stampedes are so fake, even the CGI rhino wanted a new agent. So bottom line, if you see The Rock flex, me screaming like my mom's got the belt, and the world's most nutrition lesson, Jumanji's your movie. Just don't ask me to play. I'm allergic to seagulls. It's all love, just not for the damn cake.
Wait, why is he allergic to seagulls?
They never explained the cake
why.
Thing other than it was a thing.
The least jungle-esque animal.
Also, CJ, are you familiar with the superhero Vixen?
Yes.
Where she has the totem that lets her channel the spirit of any animal that she thinks of. I feel like you're like that with actors. Like with your Kevin Hart impression or your
I appreciate
Samuel L. Jackson.
I love to embody.
Earlier, we her debut episode with us, she brought out Keanu Reeves. So that's if you were in Jumanji and you had to press your boob to show your skills, the impersonating spirit of
I think that everyone should have that power in life. I feel like not that we should walk up and touch everybody's boob, but we should just ask them, "Hey, like, do me this. Just click that
just
right
let
there.
me see your strengths and weaknesses.
Like, I just want to see your strengths and weaknesses.
You don't want to see that.
Well,
dark stuff, man.
I tell you, my one of my weakness would 137% be fruit desserts. I hate them so much.
So your weakness would be much like Kevin Hart's, which was cake.
I like cake, but you throw an apple pie at me, I'm gonna cry.
I'm smoldering right now. I'm listening.
That's a good smolder.
Oh, all right, Drew. Let's see your smolder because I was working. Oh,
Ooh, let's see your smolder.
Okay, he's got the haircut, so he's
there we go.
Extra
and that's
confident.
why he's doing it. He got that confidence.
Yeah.
All right,
You ready? Let's see it. That's more of a.
It's more like a constipation.
It's more of a. Are you serious?
Yeah, that's way more of a. Are you serious?
Listen, if you're listening to us right now, this is a wonderful episode to pop in the YouTube and observe our smoldering
ASMR. Something to fall asleep to with Drew Davis.
I'm about to get into these little movie facts real quick. And this is one of Drew's favorite parts because I think he has a fetish over listening to bad movie reviews.
Oh, I think you're
What?
right. Okay, well, fetish is a little strong, but
is it?
I mean, do I look up bad movie reviews without pants on? Maybe, but
just twice a week.
Yeah.
Maybe.
But I'll be honest, who cares about the good when someone says nice things? Okay, good for you. You enjoy good things in life. I want to hear how they break your soul down to a.
Well, I have 5 because I wanted to change up a little bit. Now I do have some good ones, but my question: would you guys rather hear the 5 worst ones that I found, or the 3 to 4 nice ones?
Well, y'all already know where I'm at, so we're gonna do dealer's choice, but instead of dealer, we're gonna do because that would be CJ. We're gonna do guest choice. Do we want good? Do we want things nice or naughty? I don't. That's not the right word.
I'm a Scorpio, so I'm gonna say naughty.
All right, let's go.
I don't know enough about astrology to get that, but cool.
You know, she wants that stinger to be. She wants that stinger to sting.
All right,
Drew. This is for you.
Cool.
And the reason I'm doing this is because I need a Drew laugh. I needed to be around him today and
bubble it up
and
get it ready.
It's festering.
All right, you ready? I was on my edge. I was more on the edge of my seat using a washroom than watching the movie. The cinematography was poor, the plot predictable, and dumbed down for younger audiences. Cheesy, forced dialogue, and pointless romantic subplots made this movie a total yawn.
All right.
Here's the next one.
That might be valid.
That might be valid. Okay. The character development is almost non-existent. Nick Jonas was bland. Kevin Hart's loudmouth stick got grating after a while. The movie felt like a generic, superficial revisit of the original with none of its heart or stakes.
I agree with that one. There was if you just have to pretend like the original doesn't exist to enjoy this one. And also, I want to highlight you had a reaction to Nick Jonas.
Okay, just growing up as a millennial. You don't talk crap about Nick Jonas or any of the Jonas Brothers.
Just say,
I mean, really, because I grew up as a Nick Jonas fan, and then I realized that Joe Jonas might be the kinkier one. So
I agree.
I'll take both.
Which one is Joe? Because this one was the middle one, and then
Joe's the middle one.
Oh,
and then
Nick's the middle.
Nick is the older or younger. I don't remember what the younger.
Nick is the youngest one. Joe is the middle, and then Kevin's the oldest.
I'm not gonna lie. When I saw Joe Jonas in this movie, I thought to myself, "Oh,
you mean Nick Jonas?"
I thought, I can continue watching this.
Okay.
I was like, give me more of the Nick Jonas scenes, please. On repeat.
I was okay with it. Okay, an overly commercialized, cynical cash grab. It's full of cliches, lazy writing, and characters forced into stereotypes with nothing new to offer. I didn't like it at all. The humor mostly missed for me. Some jokes fell flat or felt forced. The action scenes were dull and predictable. Definitely not worth a repeat watch.
Well, some of us had to repeat watch it.
Props for doing it 3 times. I do once a movie, for a podcast episode. Whatever I get the first time is what we got.
I have a memory loss problem.
I think this might be the one that's going to take him out. One of the most annoying casts I've seen in a while. The movie exists for no particular reason other than to make money off a recognizable brand.
I mean, yeah. Okay. Here's the thing about I do appreciate their negativity and what they're bringing to the world.
Which is negativity.
Yeah, but first of all, if I'm going to write a negative review, I'm going to talk about how it offended my soul on the inside and how it broke me down as a person. I feel like they're just stating facts,
You just
which is
questioned
true.
your entire existence.
Which is true. I mean, so nothing they said was wrong, but it's like also you didn't turn on The Great Gatsby. You turned on
You did not turn on The Great
starring The Rock.
You did not turn on The Great Gatsby.
So I don't know if The Great Gatsby is a good movie, but
it's not something your therapist is suggesting. It's like, you know what? I want you to go home and I want you to turn on Jumanji, starring Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson. And I think you'll see a lot of that in you.
I think throughout this whole movie, though, you know who my favorite character was Jack Black throughout this whole movie.
Mhm.
You know it, everybody, y'all out there.
Well, I mean that seems to be even in negative reviews, you see people be like, but Jack Black was good.
I mean,
yeah. Well, it was a little different because Dwayne was being Dwayne.
Mm-hmm.
You know, Kevin was being Kevin. The girl was being the hot girl.
Yeah.
You know,
but
he definitely shown.
Jack was acting.
Bethany. Jack was touch it.
Yeah.
Yeah, his whole flirting, coaching sequence. I'm like, this is probably the reason for my 2 divorces.
I would beg Jack Black to coach me on flirting.
I think I read somewhere that might have been a little bit of improv. I think he was just messing.
Who the hell could write that?
Right.
No, I believe that. I believe that. I totally believe Jack Black said like here, now, like this.
Mm-hmm.
Like, that is all his stupidity self. That there is nothing that I totally believe that.
Now but here's something else nice I'll say about this movie. The hot one, Ruby Roundhouse, was that
my
right?
girl?
I love that you know her as the hot one.
The hot one. Yeah. I don't need names.
She was.
But I liked how they didn't, because the actress has talked about this several times, because when it first came out, there's critique on like what she was wearing, and she was like, they were making fun of the stereotype of like her clothing and stuff like that.
Thing.
And
Laura Croft, like a Laura Croft.
Yeah.
And because of who the character was, she frequently did not play into that stereotype. At one point, she puts the sweater or the sweatshirt over.
Yes.
Like she's like, I feel like this, like, and then you even see it more in the second one. This might be something we mention next week, but when they're all coming out of the water scene in the next one, like that's a prime opportunity to have like her coming out of the water sexy scene. And you just kind of assume it's, you see, because they're going to, and it's almost like they intentionally do not do that, just to remind you that, oh, we're not trying to sexualize this character.
Yeah.
And I thought
she's a teenager.
Yeah, A is a teenager indeed.
Yeah, I mean that's probably it. Is like, oh, remember these are actually teenagers. That's probably a really good point. But I like to believe that we live in a reality where the movie writers are like, let's try to do something better.
And that could be. I mean, I think a lot of it is a lot of that, and I think what you just said. I mean, I agree with that, but I think that's it too. You know what I'm saying? That she wasn't supposed to be sexy. She's supposed to be a like she said, I'm a badass. I'm supposed to be kicking ass.
She didn't need to.
Yeah.
She didn't need to be sexy to get what she
so
wanted.
And I really appreciate it.
But she did succeed at being sexy just organically. The actress, not the teenager. But.
She did. I think that their character development throughout the whole movie, honestly, even though it was such a silly movie, it was a good movie. They needed that. Those kids needed that. All right, we need to learn how to work together.
Yeah.
And that was the only way to do it, was to get inside the damn game. So I'm happy for that. Okay. That was fun.
Yeah.
That was fun. I'm not done though, because we still have some more things I need to talk about.
Just a midway reminder to everyone listening. This was fun.
Now this movie was fun.
It was fun. It will be fun.
This movie was, I mean, I'm not gonna lie. This is probably one of my favorite movies, and I'm glad that, I don't know if you guys enjoyed it, but it's probably one of my favorite movies.
What was it about this movie that was like favorite for you? I mean, it was fine for me, but like to put it on the old favorite list.
I think because, like Madeline said, it was I grew up. I watched the '95 one, and then this was just, I just wanted to sit back and be like, I want to see what they do as compared to the '95.
Right.
I had my drink and playing with my puppy and sitting there watching. I'm okay.
This is a good drinking and playing with a puppy movie.
Good drinking. There's a bowl of popcorn. There's a puppy right there.
It is 100% a different movie, though.
Definitely.
100%. Like you said, you could have named it a totally different thing, and I'd be like, this is a new thing. It's not Jumanji at all. But it definitely is very different, but good in its own way.
Mm-hmm. And I wondered why they did that, because I agree with you. They could have named it Jungle Island.
Yeah, they could have gone with a different
Rhino Hunt.
But they're also
money.
But they are intentional in that, like, it's stated in this movie and the next one, like it is part of the Jumanji universe. They're between the very first scene where, at the end of the Robin Williams Jumanji, they throw the game in the beach and then it comes up on shore. In this one, it's
with the hot dad.
Yep, with the hot dad. Who could forget? But like, and then they make references to it, and with all the Easter eggs that CJ pointed out, like, it's not like they are really digging into this whole. No, they're connected. I promise. And then the rest of us are like, what are they?
This movie definitely connected with me on like a dream level. Like last night,
I would definitely say that.
I had a dream about snakes last night, y'all. I'm not even kidding you. Like I went to sleep. I was thinking it was going to be a good one. I'm like, we're going to be good. We're going to go do podcast things with my friends. And had a nightmare about snakes. And if you've seen the movie, snakes are involved.
Yeah.
And in the dream, there was like this giant box, and I like reached in and was having to like throw snakes out of my house. Oof. It was like a pretty traumatic thing. So this movie will really cut deep.
Do you think that fact is true about snakes? Like if you stare at it without blinking,
yes.
Is that a true thing? I'm never gonna try, but like I was like, that seems
too many
weird.
Snakes. I like to go on hikes and think that I would know what to do if I came across a snake. I would not. I'd probably scream and run the other way. But
I feel like I would too.
But I probably would not stare it in the eye like they did in the movie. But it seemed to work. But I'm not Nick Jonas. If I was Nick Jonas, I could 100% probably stare something in the movie.
There's nothing that man can't stare at.
He can stare at me
any dang day.
Nick Jonas, if you're listening to this podcast.
Nick Jonas is married, but Joe is single.
Oh,
Joe is single.
Hey,
Joe is single.
Do we want to rate the movie before we
speak the movie before we do that?
Too fast.
So this is how this goes.
Okay.
You can do Too Fast, which means you loved it. You're gonna tell everybody about it. Fast is I enjoyed this. I'll go to bed. I enjoyed it.
Go to bed and dream about snakes.
Furious, I didn't like it. It was okay, or Too Furious. I hated it. It was worse for my life. And I'm so upset that CJ even put me to watch this stupid ass movie, and I'm going to fight her.
It's like, I hate this movie so much. I hate CJ, and I think I'm going to unfriend her on Facebook.
Yeah.
Dang.
And Instagram.
Intense.
And maybe murder her entire family.
That one.
Oh.
That's Too Furious.
That might be like Cats, the movie starring Taylor Swift. I think that's what that was.
I have not seen the movie. But I don't want to have to.
Make you want to.
I don't want to have to rampage on CJ's family.
You don't. So don't watch it.
I love them so much.
Don't watch it.
Okay.
I guess Fast probably.
Yeah.
Like I wouldn't recommend, but like I had a few chuckles, and I can 100% credit all of the Fast to probably Nick Jonas being in it. And that's just the 1993 in me, and growing up in that. I mean, it was really well done. They did a good job.
Yeah.
And, I love Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson in any jungle movie, which he seems to really like.
So, in any Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson movie.
any The Rock movie, I'm here for.
This is at least the third jungle movie we've seen.
That's an understatement.
Technically, Fast 5 was in Brazil, and they do have jungles. So
the kid likes his jungles. I'll say
the kid loves. I mean, that's where he's from. He's from an island, so he likes being in the.
That makes sense. Okay.
I will give it also a fast. I'm gonna give it like a low fast, like a reasonably quick. Like,
maybe we should a brisk walk. Should we add that in our rating? A brisk walk.
A brisk walk. Yeah. Okay.
A stroll.
Yeah. A power. Just
a power walk with
ankle weights.
Yeah.
Guys, we're gonna add this in. They've done it. I'm sorry. We're gonna add in Fast, Fast, too fast, a brisk walk, furious, or too furious. Because a brisk walk is exactly what he's talking about.
Because here's the thing: when
brisk walk.
halfway into the movie, I was like, "This is stupid," but then I forgot it was a Jumanji movie. Got into the plot I was watching, and you know what? By the end, I enjoyed it.
Okay.
And I went into the sequel ready to keep going with these characters, So like I enjoyed it.
You're proud of them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But if someone like texted me like, "Hey man, do you want to go watch Jumanji tonight?" I'd be like, "We don't have to."
Like
I'm loving this brisk walk, and I hope we keep it in. I hope we keep it in because that is a great term.
I love that.
Brisk walk.
With or without ankle weights?
I don't know, because the ankle weights means I'm slowing myself down.
Yeah, I'm not gonna do it.
But you're
always without ankle weights.
But you building some calves.
I'm building some calves, but
it's all about the calves and the calf knots.
See,
I'm going with fast. It's not, well, the only reason because I'm a Robin Williams girl, and I'm going to be biased. I'm like, nope, you're not going to take me away from Robin.
So it didn't bother you that this was like as if we saw Robin Williams, threw him out a cliff, and said, "Let's do a different movie.
Let's do something way worse."
It bothered me, but I still enjoyed what they tried to do.
Yeah. Do you think Robin would have liked it? Sorry, deep question.
Ooh.
I think he would have gave it a nod. And I think that Robin Williams, in his humility and in his intelligence, would have saw it the way that Drew just saw it for what it is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that that's the type of man that Robin Williams was. Like, you know what?
He was you do your art, I'll do my art.
Yeah, I think because he's so intelligent and he understands this might not be for me, but it's for you.
And that's one of my favorite things about doing this podcast that I feel like I've learned is I can watch a movie. And one of my first thoughts with this movie, until they did like a 20-minute dick joke, was like, oh, this is like clearly made for kids.
Such a long joke.
They committed to the bit.
And I think that's probably would have turned him off.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But not
really?
to the point. Not turned him off to the point of, yo. But I think he would have been like, okay.
Yeah.
Why though?
I think 5 minutes, but a 10-minute, 15. I think at that point, Robin would be like, hey, guys, take some of that fluff out.
Yeah. Yeah.
So definitely
trim the fat on that joke.
Trim the fat on that joke, man.
He's a stand-up. He'd be like, we could.
So that's how I feel about
to the point.
Yeah. But I do like
I definitely don't think
I do like watching a movie like this and recognizing like maybe I'm not the target audience and that's fine.
Yeah.
Who is the target audience?
This one for sure felt like a teeners, yeah, for the teenager is what I was trying to like. This for sure
add
felt
that to the brisk walk.
It's a teener movie.
But that was my confusion is like because I watched it with my 11-year-old and I was like, is this
did the 11-year-old like it? Did
he did, but he laughed at the cuss words a lot and
as you do. So yeah, this is the movie.
Well, how old is he?
11.
Okay, if he didn't, it'd be something wrong. I'd be like, "Are you okay?"
Right. So I didn't know. Like
he just said the bad words.
He said all the bad words, and he really liked it. And so I couldn't tell if it was like a kids movie. Like, do kids movies have just cuss words all the time?
Look, we gotta stop that because the Little Mermaid was rated PG, and there was a lot of sexual tensions.
True.
Going on between Eric and Ariel.
Well, yeah. I mean, everything. I mean, that movie is.
The Lion King includes murder.
Have y'all met Disney?
Those. Rarely do you meet a Disney main character that is like making good decisions.
Exactly.
Including Walt.
Yeah. Yep. For sure.
So I don't want to hear that.
By the end, they're probably fine.
Yeah.
Like Ariel.
As long as you listen to the man, you're good.
For the whole movie, Ariel was just not living her best life.
Oh, she was starting and bopping everywhere. Ariel was starting, and I'm gonna go over here. I'm gonna go over here. My dad, you needed to be on punishment.
She's materialistic. She's disobeying her dad. She literally made a deal with a witch to get a guy.
Gave away her best quality, her singing voice.
Yeah.
Because her legs were not it.
Okay. And then he dissed her.
Well, I mean, that's what happens when you meet a dude once and you're like, I should probably sell my voice.
That's true.
I should probably give up my.
Nobody ever looked at the Little Mermaid the way we do.
No.
Tune in next week when we talk about
We're talking about the Little Mermaid, and now we're going to talk about my 3 favorite scenes, and they have to guess which scene made me laugh the most.
Are you familiar with this, Madeline?
I read the email.
That is like music to my ears. That's my CJ. That's my kink. Is when people actually read the emails that I sent them.
Word for word. I replied and everything. I replied all, actually.
Nice. Okay, so I'm going to give you 3 scenes that made me a giggle.
Ooh, all right.
And you have to know, and if you guess right, then of course, Drew gets the point. And if you don't, then I get the point.
Drew get the point.
I'll be back next week.
Because of the haircut?
Yeah,
the haircut.
All right, because he's sexy.
Yeah, it'll do it.
All right, these are the scenes that made me giggle. Like,
gotcha.
That's funny.
And we're picking the one that made you giggle the most.
The most.
Gotcha.
Okay.
Like 2 truths and a lie.
The strengths and the weaknesses scene. When they started pressing their boobies.
Okay.
Yep. The booby pressing.
The booby pressing is always good.
A good booby press. I'm not going to say that out loud.
Weaknesses of booby pressing.
The rhino scene when he got pushed out the airplane.
Ooh, all right. That was a solid one.
Yeah.
And the way he described rhinos. And the learning to pee scene. The fact that she was like, oh my God, I got a penis.
Okay, but she was giggling during the last one, so she's trying to throw us off.
Yeah, absolutely.
But I like
right.
So which one do you think CJ found the funniest?
Keep in mind, you both know me, and you know I'm silly. So this is going to be hard, because those are my silliest scenes. See? While you guys do that, I'm going to eat a slice of this key lime from a famous diner called City Cafe down in Chattanooga, Tennessee.
It sounds wonderful.
Plug it.
CJ is wonderful at bringing food onto this podcast for her.
None was offered. That's
fine.
A lie. I was offered some.
I was not, and it's okay. I'm gonna. Okay, I could see myself being wrong on this one. This is a toughie. But I'm gonna
go penis one.
That's the one I was gonna go with.
Okay.
You always got to go with the penis.
Do you?
That's maybe not.
It is 2025. I think you don't always have to go.
Well, now even women can go with the penis. So.
The penis scene was my favorite.
Oh, look at that. Look at us go.
There is no way that I could not imagine. Oh my God, look, it's attached to my body. Ew, yay. No, I would do this. How many times
have you thought of that as a girl growing up? Like,
I've always thought of that. I tried to do it once and it did not go correctly.
They make actual like funnels.
No, I know, but I wanted to do like the guys and be like, yeah, sword fight. Play with it a little bit. But
okay, and also guys don't do that as often as is said.
Why not?
Why would you ruin our dream?
Because it's disgusting. It's like
it's mine. I'm gonna flop it around down there.
If you ever woke up as a dude and then we went camping and you rushed at me ready to sword fight, I would be.
No, but I mean, like when you're by yourself, you don't do this.
Oh, well,
we 100% do that with our boobs.
Okay, okay, I misunderstood. I thought you meant like that dudes do that.
I am always like,
we don't know each
other. No. I am always like, what's your name? What's your name? My name is this. Yeah.
No, you know how dudes like playing with boobs?
We do it too.
We also like playing
do.
with boobs.
Huh.
Yeah, it's definitely.
Listen, now you guys know. Hey, comment below. What's your? I don't even want to know how to finish that question.
What's your favorite boob?
The left. It's like a Twix. Are you a lefty or a whitey? You know what I'm saying? It's which one are you? Which one are you going to choose?
Let
us know. Thank you. This was fun. He got the point. Damn it.
Yeah.
I got 2 points.
You got 2 points. So now you're back in the lead.
Yeah. It's we're cruising and bruising.
That's fine.
Madeline, what's coming up in your life? Where can we find you? Of course, everyone is always in our notes as to where you can find her, but if you're listening and driving, we don't want you to crash, so we'll tell you.
So you can find me on Instagram, as most people, and I am Madeline.Medlin, and that is confusing. I agree.
That's very clear.
We're just going to call it for what it is. My parents named me that. It's,
Madeline.
Madeline, Madeline.Medlin on Instagram. And I do have some shows coming up.
I was just about to say, we got a show together coming up.
We do. It's so freaking wild because I if you had asked me a year ago, would you have shows? I'd be like, nah, no, probably not. But somehow we do. So I have some shows coming up. I have one on October 4th at Third Coast Comedy Club.
Nice.
I have one on the 11th of October at Plaza Mariachi.
Plaza Mariachi.
Fun one. Jason Alejandro is putting on that one. That's going to be a fun one.
Sounds like it has wonderful food in addition to wonderful comedy.
Yes. It's a really cool venue. It's very cool. If you haven't been to Plaza Mariachi, it's a fun
love Plaza Mariachi. I might go back over there tomorrow because I'm hungry.
Let's do it right now. Let's just roll the podcast right now and go get some tacos.
Sounds good.
And the last one, I'm really excited about this one. On the 17th of October, my buddy Evan Burke has put me on a show at the Nashville Comedy Loft.
Oh, yeah.
I'm super excited about that one because he was actually my instructor at the comedy class that I took, along with Drew. Drew was a substitute.
Yeah, I'm a great substitute everything. I'm never call me first, but if you need a solid second, I'm there.
But that's actually how I met Drew the first time was he was a substitute in my class with Evan Burke, and now I'm on a show with Evan doing a podcast with Drew, and
look at
his
the
life.
Worlds colliding. I will say, as a compliment to Madeline, I have seen you since you've been in class, and I've even had you on a few of our shows for the Clean Comedy Collective, and you do really well, and you've improved, and you have a really cool, like, great comedic voice, and so
which one?
Multiple, all the voices. No, but so you're killing it, and just keep doing it.
We have no other choice.
No, yeah, at this point, you're too far in to quit.
No. I'm quitting comedy.
Are you?
Yeah. What time is it
now?
Yeah, I'll pick it back up in about an hour or two.
Okay, yeah.
I'll pick it back up in an hour.
It's because she knows in the next hour she's got to talk about the second Jumanji movie.
One more time. This has been rad.
Thanks for coming.
Thank you for having us. Will you come back?
I mean, will you invite me back?
I mean, yeah.
I mean, then I'll come back.
Oh, all right. That works out.
All right. So make sure you check us out on all platforms except X because we don't do that.
And you shouldn't either.
So go ahead and drop that. Check us out on Instagram, YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, all of that fun stuff.
TikTok.
Oh yeah, and TikTok.
But and on Instagram or Facebook, I'm pretty sure it'll be out by then. We're doing like a people's choice for one of our movies that we're coming up. So if you're hearing this, feel free to drop us fan mail, message us, or comment on whatever that you're on. If you have a movie suggestion for something we should cover, at least one of our movies. So we're getting close to the end of the season. We have the other Jumanji. We have the two National Treasures. We have a People's Choice. I think we might also have a Kenny's Choice. Do we have a Kenny's Choice?
I think we have a Kenny's Choice.
We've got a Kenny's Choice.
So I think that's it.
And then after that, we'll do a little bonus spooky season a little bit that CJ's in charge of. But we do have a deal. Like, you guys help us pick a movie. So if you're hearing this, go check us out on Instagram.
Speaking of which, speaking of spooky season, just wanted to put this out there. Just in case, my man is getting a star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame, October 31st. Do you know who it is? If I'm saying right around Halloween, if I'm putting my hand up like this, who am I talking about?
Freddy Krueger.
England is getting his star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame, October 31st.
That's exciting.
So
it's never too late.
I'm like, we got two of our veteran actors who are Keith David, who definitely deserves that star, and my man, who my mother whooped me for many, many years.
All right, trauma.
Oh no, it ain't trauma. I just wasn't supposed to watch it, and then I did, and then I got a whooping.
She didn't screen it first.
Yeah, no, she knew what it was. It's you're not supposed to be watching Nightmare on Elm Street as a kid.
Yeah,
and I'm like, that's scary. So no, like I can't. Like some people, I know y'all like a lot of people want to say trauma. It ain't trauma. I just did what I wasn't supposed to do and got my butt whooped. And it's what
it's character building.
It is.
Either we're like, no, that was a good movie, or like, now I know.
Now I know. And there will never not be a time where I don't watch any Nightmare on Elm Street. Every last one of them.
Very cool. I have not seen any of them. And apparently I've just said the most god-awful thing you could say on a...
Well, we just got our people's choice.
Tune in next week where we kill Drew.
We're gone. All right, guys. Thank you so much. I've got to get on my brother. So we've got to cut this right now. And just make sure you live your life 1/4 mile at a time. We'll see you next time, guys. Peace.
See you later.